guys, welcome to another Tuesday edition of the Vinyl Den, your channel for record collecting by record collectors. My name is Nick. So there are 248 titles coming out this Friday. I'm going to talk about 7 of them. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you click on that link down below. Go check out the Vinyl Den Facebook group. Actually, I think they moved. If you're on a computer, the links are on the side, but whatever. Make sure you go check out the Vinyl Den Facebook group. It's just a cool place to continue the music conversation. There's also a couple other links. There's one for the Vinyl Den merch page where we get t-shirts and sweatshirts. There's a link for the Vinyl Den Patreon page. If you want to support the show, it's always greatly appreciated. You can support the show for as little as $1 a month. There's also a link for the Vinyl Den, Apple Music, and Spotify playlists where every week we're just compiling music and we're talking about here on the show, putting it together on a nice playlist for everyone to enjoy. If you enjoyed the episode, though, make sure you give the video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified every time we release new episodes. Like I said in the intro, though, there's about 250 titles coming out this Friday, so it's not a huge week. You know, normally a normal week is between 300 and 400 releases, so a little bit fewer coming out this week, but I'm only going to talk about 7 of them, so make sure you drop me a comment down below. Let me know what else that's coming out this week, because I tend to miss something. There's only a couple of sites I kind of go over looking for new releases, but the first one, it's actually the first 3, are what they're doing is they're re-releasing Bob Dylan in the, from 65 and 66 released a trilogy of absolutely incredible albums. All 3 of these I consider, some of the best albums ever recorded. But anyway, the first one, this is Bob Dylan, Bring It All Back Home. This was originally released in March of 1965. It's going to run you $19 online. This was Bob's 5th studio album. And like I said, it kind of kicked off this stretch of just 3 incredible albums that he released over a 15-month period. This album, Bring It All Back Home, has Subterranean Homesick Blues on there, Mr. Tambourine Man, which obviously is a huge, huge hit. She Belongs to Me, Maggie's Farm, those are all great tracks off of that album. And, this is definitely one I'm really looking forward to. The next one is the next album he released, which was Highway 61 Revisited. This was released just a couple of months after Bring It All Back Home. So this was released in August of 65. It's also going to have that $19 price tag on there. This has Like a Rolling Stone on it. It's got a Ballad of a Thin Man, Highway 61 Revisited, and Desolation Row on it. Just some absolutely great tracks from Bob's career. And then the last one in that trio is Blonde on Blonde. Blonde on Blonde, of course, has been reissued a bunch of different times over the years. This is going to be a little bit more expensive, though, because this is a double LP compared to the other 2 are just singles. So this is going to run you $23. Blonde on Blonde was originally released in June of 66, so it was at the end of that period. And Blonde on Blonde is widely considered one of not only Dylan's greatest albums, but one of the greatest albums ever recorded. This has Rainy Day Woman, number 12 and 35 on it. I Want You, Just Like a Woman, are just, absolutely just huge tracks throughout Bob's career. And, this was actually in 99 was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame, which I didn't even know until I was just looking it up. So that trio of Bob Dylan albums, definitely I've got on my my want list for this Friday. We're starting to see some of the Record Store Day first releases from last year get reissued. I think this is the first one I've seen. But this is, because if you don't know, there's Record Store Day exclusives and Record Store Day firsts. Firsts could get reissued in the future. But anyway, this is Aerosmith 1971. The Road Starts Here. It's going to run you $20 online. Like I said, this came out Record Store Day last year. And this is kind of interesting because this is a recording taken from Joe Perry's cassette recorder from their recording studio, the rehearsal space, a year prior to being signed by Columbia. So I actually have this on vinyl. I bought this on Record Store Day last year. It is really kind of cool to hear some of those early versions of those tracks, some of which would end up on their debut album. So that's definitely a cool one to pick up. And then there's Faster Pussycat, Between the Valley of the Ultra Pussy, which Faster Pussycat, I've got their first 2 albums on vinyl. So, and then that's kind of what this is. This is going to be on pink vinyl. It's going to run you $24. This was originally released in 2001, and it contains remixes of some of the tracks off of those first two albums. So, it's something I'm going to pass on just because I've already got both of those albums. And I have heard of this before. I had this on cassette, not cassette, but CD way back in the day. And I didn't feel like the remixes were really all that different than what were on those first two albums. So, it's if you are a Faster Pussycat fan, that'd be a cool one to grab, I guess. And then, of course, there are two huge releases coming out this Friday that I know a bunch of people are really excited for. The first one is one that Ian and I talked about at the beginning of the year when we did our albums. When we talked about our most anticipated albums for this year. But this is Jack White, Fear of the Dawn. This is going to run you $22 online. There's an indie exclusive that's going to run you about $30. I've seen pre-ordered at my local record store. And this is Jack's new album. He's supposed to be releasing 2 new albums this year. This is his fourth studio album. And this was actually recorded, mixed, pressed, and released all through Third Man Records. So definitely an album that I'm really looking forward to. I've been a big fan of Jack's throughout Jack's entire career, even with White Stripes. So definitely a cool one to grab. And then, of course, the last one, this is Fear Inoculum by Tool. This is the big release that I know they were selling signed copies at some of their shows for like $800 or $900. But this is a 5 LP limited edition release. Fear Inoculum is a good album. I'm not the biggest Tool fan, but I did enjoy Fear Inoculum. It's going to run you $170 for it, though. So this was originally released in August of 2019. You can still get the CD version of this for a lot cheaper than $170. So, even though I do enjoy the album, I'm going to kind of stick with the CD version of it just because that's a lot of money to drop on a single album. Well, that's all I got for you today, guys. Thanks for checking the show out. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys are looking forward to. And let me know if I missed anything that's coming out this Friday, because like I said, there always tends to be something out there. But if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you give me the old thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. And that's all I got. Until next time, keep on spinning. Peace.